Hello there, I'm Daniel and welcome to my wildlife world. Are you still filming?
Of course I'm filming.
The nightingale is a migrant bird which arrives in Britain in the springtime and has a particularly beautiful, rich and quite legendary song. The nightingale traditionally sings at night, hence its name, but also sings during the day. It's the males that do the singing to attract the female and to establish its breeding territories in the spring. A long-tailed tit is a common garden bird. Without its tail it would be the smallest of the tit family, which at the present time is the coal tit. The long-tailed tit makes a wonderful nest which is domed in shape. They make it from lichens, moss and line up with feathers, including their own breast feathers, and it's very elastic as they splint together with spiders' webs. The tree creeper occurs in many broadleaf British woodlands. It's about the size of a wren. It has a unique adapted claw which allows it to cling to the side of a tree's trunk. Tree creeper has a long curved beak which enables them to reach into cracks and crevices in the bark for insects. Jay is the most colourful member of the crow family. They are seen all year round, but seen in autumn time searching for acorns which they bury in the ground. They have a remarkable memory as they memorise where they've buried the acorns which they cache for food. The goldfinch is another common garden bird. It's one of our most colourful native finch species. They're found in gardens feeding from the black Niger seed, which people put in feeders. In the wild they can be found tweezing the seeds out of thistles and roseberry willow herb in the autumn time. In Victorian times there's a natural decline in the goldfinch population due to people trapping the goldfinches and keeping them as pets. The missel thrush is unfortunately not as common or abundant as it used to be many years ago due to pesticide use and habitat disturbance. It has more of a speckled breast than the song thrush. It feeds off snails which it smashes against stones which it uses as an anvil. The coal tip, which is The smallest of our native tit species is another bird which is frequently found in gardens in Britain. It's also found in coniferous woodlands where it nests. It's also got a large head in comparison to its body. The great tit is the largest of our native tit species, which occurs in gardens. It has the most varied range of calls and songs, and is a successful mimic of other birds. The robin, which is our national bird of Britain, is found abundantly anywhere in the UK, including British gardens. It's got a lovely wistful song. It's associated with Christmas due to its red breast, and is a great insect feeder. The blackbird, which is probably the most common of our native thrush species, is a very distinctive and classic British bird. Occurs in many habitats all over Britain. Has a lovely yellow beak and orange ring around its eye. In the autumn time it feeds on apples which have fallen from a tree, which it pecks with its beak. The blue tit, which is a very common species of tit in Britain, occurs a lot in British gardens and is one of the most frequent birds to nest in nest boxes. Its other name is the blue bonnet due to relation to its blue cap. The chaffinch, along with the goldfinch, is our most colourful of our native finch species, which occurs in many habitats. It's also the second most commonest breeding species here in Britain. The wren, which weighs about the same as a £1 coin, has the loudest song of any British bird in comparison to its small body. It is also the second smallest bird in Britain, second to the goldcrest. The spotted flycatcher, which has unfortunately declined dramatically over the years, is a migrant bird, has the unique feature of flying out from a perch, catching an insect and flying back to the exact position from where it took off from. The marsh tit, which is basically identical to the willow tit but is the commonest one of the two, doesn't occur in marshes, it occurs in dense broadleaf woodlands here in Britain. Unfortunately, some of the birds in our video have declined over the many decades due to habitat loss and over the use of pesticides and herbicides. You can support the local charities like the OSPB, Woodland Trust and Suffolk Wildlife Trust, who are connected conservation charities, and by your support of them you are contributing towards vital conservation programs. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you soon.